Allan 是一个非常有趣的老师，
他很亲切。
我非常喜欢 Allan 的生物课，
非常的负责任，然后事无巨细。
Hey, Allan, it's me. I'm here. It's time for class. My name is Allan Bowers. I'm a Canadian and I'm working here at Pinghu Secondary School as a science teacher. And it is time for AP Biology. Off we go. Morning, guys. Welcome. Today we're going to do... Well, initially there was a position open for teaching here in Pinghu. They said some very nice things about the city. So I looked up the city's information online. I saw some wonderful photos, lots of water, lots of farming in the area, very green. The campus was absolutely beautiful. As you can see, that immediately caught my attention. And when I was offered the position, I accepted it. I arrived here 5 years ago, and I can honestly say I don't regret a day that I've been here. All right, guys, class is over. Have a good day. 1, 2. I'm very interested in learning what the Chinese traditional songs are. So I looked and chose 2 that I know are very popular that I could learn to play and play with the students in class.
很喜欢，就是他上课很有趣，不会特别的枯燥和乏味这样。
Zombie. Song B has a nice, beautiful, repetitive melody that's easy to learn. In fact, my daughter knows it. She lives in Canada, but she knows it from having heard us play it and liking the way it sounds. So it has a very strong appeal. Last year, we went to a museum dedicated to him just over here. The museum is shaped like a lotus flower, which I thought was pretty unique. But I got to see the original manuscript of that music written by his own hand on the wall. And here I was looking at this music manuscript written many years ago, and it was like a time machine. It was like this connection across time between the music writer and my understanding of the music today. That's a very unique thing that I enjoyed a lot. 1, 2, 3. What was it called?
戒尺
Swat.
Great.
Pinghu's got a lot of very old parts to it. That's different from where I am because we went from a farming community to a city in probably less than 150 years, where Pinghu's done that gradually over 1,000 years. So there's a lot of history. A lot of that is recorded. You can actually kind of walk through this museum and kind of see it develop over a long period of time. You can see the difference before the country formed, where it's kind of different village life, and then once the country formed, you can see more governors, ministers, you can see soldiers with them, like an army.
For me, it would mostly be the fashion, the clothing. So they have their robes, and they have, the men wear the long robe, and their hair. It's very interesting for me.
This display of the watermelon carving reminds me of last year. Last year, our students, as well as the teachers, we were all invited down to the central square here, and we all carved watermelon. And the idea of the watermelon is you carve an intricate design on it, and you leave enough skin that you can light it from the inside, and then they put it out on the water. And it's a really beautiful display. But it's really hard. The skin of the watermelon was really difficult, and trying to carve the pattern in takes some time and a lot of effort. And if you make a mistake, you can eat it. That's the best part. So my wife and I were talking about that. We've essentially packed up our home in Canada and made Pinghu our second home. And we're going to be living here simply because of the convenience and how clean the skies are, how friendly everybody is. My job is here. So in terms of Pinghu, this is now my home. My wife and I will probably stay here unless we can't, unless we get too old.